Welcome to the magical town of Coatepec, Veracruz.
Coatepec is a designated Pueblo Magico, and it's also known as a coffee capital of Mexico. But what makes it a coffee capital of the country if it's not even the top producer of coffee in Mexico?
It's because this is where coffee growing was first established when it was first brought over by the Spanish in the late 18th century.
Ah, so coffee makes this town magical.
Yes and no.
So what makes a magical town magical?
Pueblos Magicos, or magical towns, is an initiative started by Mexico's Secretary of Tourism in 2001 to promote a series of towns around the country that offer visitors special experiences, their natural beauty, cultural richness, traditions, folklore, historical relevance, cuisine, arts, crafts, and great hospitality. As of June 26, 2023, the Mexican Secretary of Tourism have declared 45 new Pueblos Mágicos for a total of 177 throughout Mexico.
Coatepec has been a Pueblo Magico since 2006 due to its coffee, architecture, and traditions.
You can easily get to Coatepec from the capital city of Xalapa. The 20-minute taxi ride costs around 100 to 120 pesos.
Coming to Coatepec, if you can, it's a must to come and hike up El Cerro de las Culebras,
Which is the hill of the serpents. Snake Hill. Snake Mountain?
As you can see, we're already out of breath. We've heard amazing things about the view, so we want to make the hike up there. When hiking up, you have two options. You have the really steep, just straight incline, you get there quicker, or you can go around the whole mountain and it'll take longer. And
Which one are we doing?
we're doing the hardest one.
Oh.
Coatepec is actually a Nahuatl word, and when you break it down, Coatl means
Snake or serpiente. And tepet is mountain or hill. So you put them together,
you get Coatepec.
Ish. I want to give you a very sweaty invitation to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We're Jenny and Kevin. This is Eat, Baila, Travel. And if you want to eat, baila, and travel all over Mexico and the world with us, definitely hit like, subscribe, and share these videos with people who you think might like them. Yay, we made it!
I think it took us longer to get to the entrance to hike up than the actual hike up.
Itself. Yeah, we walked from the centro, the Zócalo, and then that took 15 minutes, and then hiking up here another 15 minutes. And then once you get up here, you can go even higher in this little chapel. It looks like a little chapel looking lighthouse. Now can we say we made it to the top?
We made it to the top.
Yay! And the view is totally worth it. It really wasn't that bad of a hike. Come on.
It's so green and beautiful. I think this is what I love the most about Veracruz. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
The town of Coatepec is as cozy as a cup of coffee, with countless coffee shops and restaurants throughout town in well-kept colonial buildings. And because Coatepec is famously known as Mexico's coffee capital, we're heading over to its most prominent coffee farm. We are super excited to be visiting the coffee farm of the largest producer of coffee in Veracruz and Kevin's favorite coffee, Bola de Oro.
Bola de Oro is the reason why I drink coffee. You see, my dad always used to say he was too young to drink coffee, and I never found interest in coffee until my cousins from Veracruz came to visit me in Chicago and brought me this beautiful orange bag of coffee that changed my life forever. So that's why today I'm super excited to be here and super excited to take the tour to see how my favorite coffee is produced and made here in the state of Veracruz.
This 120-year-old coffee farm is called Finca Roma, and it's where Bola de Oro produces over 3,000 tons of coffee every year. They offer immersive tours and tastings on weekdays at 9:30, 11, 12:30, and 2 p.m., and on Saturdays at 9:30 and 11 a.m. The tour has a cost of 150 pesos, and you can reserve online on their website. We learned about what it takes to grow and cultivate coffee, and the multi-step, hours and days-long processes for it to go from farm to cup on the table. Finally, the part where we get to drink the coffee. The tasting was led by a local coffee connoisseur who showed us how to enjoy a cup of coffee using all of our senses. Café Bola de Oro regularly wins international coffee championships, but it's not available for international purchase. In fact, Bola de Oro only produces coffee for domestic consumption, and mostly the locations are in Veracruz. Outside of Veracruz, you only find Café Bola de Oro in Mexico City and in Puebla as of this moment. They did used to export internationally, but then that meant that the highest quality coffee was going out for exportation to the rest of the world, and Veracruzanos were stuck drinking the lower quality stuff, and that wasn't really fair. The reason that they focus on producing only for domestic sales is so that they can focus on making the highest quality coffee possible. If you don't have time to visit Bola de Oro's Finca Roma but still want a cool coffee experience, you can visit the Coffee Museum right in the center of Coatepec. The museum offers tours and tastings, but it is also a coffee shop and kind of random, but it looks like it used to be a pharmacy.
If you're wondering how we find things to do in Pueblos Magicos, well, there's actually a website dedicated to giving you a guide to what to do and what to eat in Los Pueblos Magicos. We're gonna link it in the description below. One of the places the website recommended is that we visit Casa Bautista Galvez, which is a place where they sell liquors and spirits. One of them that's famously known here is El Torito de Café. Came here to try the coffee one because when in Coatepec, coffee is the way to go, yeah? Uy, está peligroso. Está rico. Really good, really, really good. It's not strong enough. It's dangerous though, because I could straight up just drink a whole bottle of these by myself. And
This place is also a museum, but it's unfortunately currently under construction and we can't take a tour. But normally they'd be able to show us how they make the torito, how they make their liquors, and they even give classes on how to make them in case you want to start up your own torito business.
one very important tip is that when you come out to this area of Veracruz,
Bring an umbrella!
be prepared for the rain. This area is known to have more than 200 days of rain. It's a green, beautiful area, but of course it comes with rain all the time. One of the famous words that they use for this kind of rain is called chipi chipi.
Chippy chippy.
Chipi
It's like
chipi.
the drizzle kind of rain, which is more common. Although right now it seems to be raining like raining rain.
One of the most emblematic restaurants here in Coatepec is el restaurant El Tío Yello, which is famously known for its trout, its truchas. There's over 50 ways that you can have a trucha here, and we chose la trucha amada y la trucha El Tío Yello. An appetizer, they give you a tortilla with una salsa de tomate and queso. It looks super simple, but trust me, it's so delicious. It's the simple things in life that make me happy. So the Tío Yello trout, the trucha, is a cream of chipotle with mushrooms and onion.
So I got the smoked trout and it comes decorated with a beautiful salad and this really yummy sounding sauce, which is sour cream, ketchup, and olive juice with pieces of olive in it. Sounds delicious. Ooh. I love that smoked fish taste. Let's try it with that sour cream. Querían, ¿verdad? Sauce is good, but it's so good even without it. We also tested out the highly recommended Restaurante Finca Don Marco, formerly known as Finca Andrade. We had the trout in salsa de acuyo, the Mexican pepper leaf popular in Veracruz style cooking, and the plato Finca, cecina steak with a side of enmoladas. Man, after that delicious food and this chippy chippy, I'm craving some bread. How about we go check out this bakery that's been selling bread for over 120 years. It's called La Panadería El Resobado, and they're famous for making brick oven bread. Let's go check it out and then get some coffee to, wash down that trout. This is the definition of rustic. It smells like firewood all over, and of course fresh bread. Man, I feel like I'm inside an oven just walking in here. These with coffee are my absolute favorite. Conchitas and pan de mantequilla. If you're in the mood for some adult coffee drinks, head over to Un Café para tus Muertos for some delicious cocktails de café. I'm excited. I love to have my cocktails con café. In Colombia, we had a bunch like the Irish coffee, coffee beer, coffee martinis. So I'm excited to try one here in Mexico. I ordered me a tinto espresso, which is a shot of espresso with a couple shots of red wine and a artisanal sugarcane alcohol from the area here in Veracruz. And it's mixed together with some tonic water and poured into this beautiful cup. For us, a Pueblo Magico is a place to find good food, cool architecture, natural beauty, all the things that we said defines a Pueblo Magico is definitely present here in Coatepec. Especially this kiosco. Look at this kiosk here in the city center. Every city and town has their kiosco, but this is the first one I see with a coffee shop inside the kiosco. Now that's pretty cool.
The last but very not least, one of the things you cannot leave without trying in Coatepec is a churro. Yes, there's churros all over Mexico, but these, there's supposedly hour-long lines for these. We're here on a weekday, so it looks about 5 minutes. So far, what I love is that they don't just sell churros, they also sell like potatoes fried on the spot and platanitos. Platanitos in Veracruz, fried plantains in Veracruz are so delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the churros, the platanitos, and the fresh potato chips, and I almost didn't order churros. I really wanted a platanito, but I had said that you can't leave without trying a churro, so we gotta try the churro. Look at this, they prepare it with condensed milk, some chocolate fudge.
Thanks for hanging out in Coatepec with us. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a like, comment down below, and share this video if you enjoyed it. Se cuidan, se bañan y nos vemos en la próxima. Ciao.
Hey, how about you and me going on a romantic date down this cave?
No thanks.
What if we end up like the girls from The Descent, right?